So I started in 2005 with my friend from school. We went to Newport together and we made videos and stuff like that, and we quite enjoyed doing that. So we formed like a production company and made some short films in sixth form, and then sort of after sixth form going into university. And yeah, just all sort of went from there really. So I was in my second year of university, and that's when we set the company up, and I was 21, and now I'm 36, and it's still going basically.
Wow.
So all those many years. But then in 2016 we kind of stopped doing it together. He went off and ran a pub because that's what he wanted to do for his new business. So he went and ran a pub, and then I set up a limited company, and that's obviously the one that you came and did.
Yeah.
Experience that. So
Oh,
that's the
wow.
one. We started employing people sort of 4 years ago. So yeah, kind of regretting that decision. Now we're in a global pandemic. Not where we are, aren't we? Yeah, so that's it. So yeah, basically 15 years of doing it really.
Wow.
So
That's good.
Actually, yeah, that's a good question. So I would say the global pandemic has made us completely reevaluate what we do and change that, I think, for the better. So a lot of, as you probably remember when you came to us, there's lots of, we do weddings and lots of shows. And stuff like that. Those have all fallen off. Like, by my side, people aren't putting those on, and people are not really getting married in the way they were, or they're putting it back at, like next year and year after. So we've kind of changed the way we're doing things. So on the back of that, we're now doing online training courses with people. So we've been teaching people up and down the country how to make videos, but doing it kind of using Zoom and telephone support and stuff like that. So we've really pushed into that. Live streaming. Next week we're doing a drive-in wedding, like the one you may have seen in the national press last week at Braxton Park. So that was a friend of mine with the screen, and on the back of that we're doing that kind of stuff. So yeah, there's like whole new areas of opportunity really.
Yeah.
Almost every time Boris opens his mouth, it makes us a bit more money because he changes things, and people go, oh, actually we can't do that anymore. Oh, we need a video.
Yeah.
So there's so many businesses not doing well, but we're one of the few that kind of, unless you make masks or something, or ventilators, you're not going to do well. But we've kind of rid that that wave of people needing what we do more. So yeah, my big plan in the next year is to buy a building.
Oh, wow.
So at the moment we rent the office in Allen House. I think it was it the bigger one?
Yeah.
The big office at the end. So we rented that. We got rid of that a few months ago because it was costing us too much money. We're now in a really small office with no heating, which is not really ideal. So work experience now would not be as enjoyable. But the long-term plan of doing that is that we're saving £400 or £500 a month. We're putting it away, and we're going to actually buy a building, get like a shop and an office on the ground floor, and then a flat or 2 flats above it, and then we're going to rent those out. And then the idea is that the shop, the flats income from renting them out pays for the office and the whole building, and then we have an office basically for free.
Oh wow, okay.
That's my entrepreneurial plan. Is another matter entirely, but yeah, I think the future's really exciting. Actually, I think there's a lot of opportunities.
Oh,
Yeah.
That sounds good.
What, in terms of numbers, or
Just anything really.
Yeah, let's guess numbers.
yeah, we've done weddings, Indian weddings, where there's, I don't know, 200 or 300 people or something like that. So we did one next to Wembley Stadium. That was quite a big wedding. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. There were about, I don't know, 60 tables of 10 people, so it's probably like, I guess it's probably getting for like 600 people. But yeah, that was huge.
Wow.
But then in a week or two, we're doing the drive-in wedding. Which
Yeah.
so, we're going to get the big screen out, 30 or 40 cars are going to pull in and they're all going to watch the wedding from car park. So I think that'll be the next most exciting wedding. So,
bit different.
yeah, no, it's exciting actually. It's more exciting than a normal wedding. If it comes along, definitely. We did. You probably saw we did Liverpool Football Club, AXA, and then some bits of West Ham and some other sort of really well-known sort of football clubs and companies. So yeah, whenever that stuff comes along, you definitely want to take that. One thing I've found is that the more of them you get, the more confidence it gives other people to also want to use you. So if you can get big names on your books, then people feel safe and they'll come to you. But it's really, really difficult because you've kind of got to fake it until you make it. And, you know, to get Liverpool, you need to do a lot of really mundane other things to kind of build up to that level. But once you've got that, you can then use that to market to get more of the same. So it's tough. You just need that one person to take a chance on you, and then off you go, really. Yeah, I mean, the last 4 years it's been pretty static, to be honest with you. So we turn over quite a similar amount of money. We've got the same number of people working in the company. So it's not grown in that sense, but I guess we do different, maybe more interesting things within that. So, we're doing interesting things that we weren't doing maybe a year or two ago. Now, but yeah, in terms of actual growth, it's not really grown that much. But then I think on the back of COVID, it probably will. We started to realise there's actually other opportunities, and we've just. I think you'll find this a lot as you go through your careers more and more, but the more you get into almost like a bit of a rut and you don't try new things, and I think actually what's happened in the world has actually forced everyone to kind of reevaluate what they do and change it for the better. So it's a bit of a roundabout answer to your question, but I think there's so many different opportunities, and I think things will grow as long as you've got the right attitude and you're willing to try new things. Then I think the potential is definitely there. Definitely get all the support that you can. So if you're a new business or you're starting a new business, there's so many, there's grants available, there's free training available. I would definitely always talk to your local authority, to the local council, because they actually have a person called an economic development officer that you may not have heard of, and their job is to look after businesses in the district or in the community, and they are your biggest ally. So we've had a lot of work over the last 6 months because we've got really good relationships with all these people in the local councils, and I'd always say to anyone that's starting a business, go and talk to them, because not only can they help you, maybe get you some funding, give you some training, but they know lots of people, and they can then put you in touch with people that can help your business to kind of develop, really. So I think using contacts and networking are probably the most powerful things that you can do, and don't spend all your money at once. You can run out of money quick and spend loads of money. I've seen it before. People have literally no customers, but they've basically bought loads of stuff, and they're like, right, I can't have any customers. So you're almost better off getting the customers and then getting the stuff you need kind of along, really. You don't literally spend all your money and then nothing really happens of it. So
Yeah.